green flag, and we have racing here at the Iowa Speedway. 3 abreast, 4 abreast down into turn 1, running the low line, and Palou trying to scamper away already as the field gets underway for race 2.
Watching Josef Newgarden, he wants to make quick work of those top 3 cars. He's already up to 3rd. He's already deposed. There's
a big hit.
Turn 4.
Underneath our camera position, and that is Devlin DeFrancesco.
Is that McLaughlin as well?
It is McLaughlin.
See if we can figure out what happens. There is Scott McLaughlin in that light blue Gallagher car, just hanging out high, and unfortunately Devlin just loses it and clips the back of Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, you're right, T-Bell. Just nowhere he could go.
Palou punches it, and Rosenqvist tries to go with him, but keep your eye on Will Power just behind David Malukas. And Scott Dixon has a look at Pato O'Ward, and O'Ward himself wants to get past Connor Daly, who fared so well in yesterday's running here in Iowa.
These two are fighting for the same job for next year. Power and Malukas side by side in turn 3, but Will Power really making it tough for Malukas, giving him just enough room to the high side.
And Lil David's not letting it go, tries to keep his foot stuck in, but Power has the shorter line, and now he has the position.
We see Newgarden now on the inside of Rosenqvist. Can he keep it stuck on the bottom? Keep his foot in it. Rosenqvist trying to keep the momentum up on the high side.
Newgarden, who felt so aggrieved yesterday to have lost out on the victory, which was his all the way through until those final stops. Just that in-lap from Newgarden ultimately costing him what would have been the first win of the season, and Power has a problem. Power's dropping right back.
Not sure if he got up into the gray or he has a powertrain issue. It looks to be no drive for the number 12 car.
Trying to get to the bottom here. Trying to get to the bottom now.
Yellows are out, caution is out, and that is Sting Ray Robb into the barriers.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Does now take us to green as the Meyer Shanks pop out, and so too does Scott Dixon, having a look up the inside of both Armstrong and of Rosenqvist. Our winner last time out in mid-Ohio. Dixon on the move, so too the ECR of Alexander Rossi.
Newgarden looks to be to the outside of Alex Palou, and there he goes. The move to the front. Newgarden grabs the lead back.
Beautiful from Josef Newgarden. The king of corn country retakes his rightful position at the front of the field. Daly so fighty yesterday, spent so much of the race in the podium positions, goes to the outside of Scott Dixon, takes that high line, keeps his foot planted. Dixon will have to yield. Daly will take the position. Josef Newgarden's just rolled the dice, and it's come up snake eyes. Decided to take the early stop, came in, and just as he did, Marcus Ericsson crashes coming out of turn 4, bringing out the full course caution. There's Newgarden going in. There's Ericsson going high.
Looks eerily similar to Kirkwood yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's listen. Listen for the floor. Yeah, that's something went wrong there.
You can see a skid mark coming off, so maybe a right rear tire failure.
Palou takes us back to green from Malukas, O'Ward, Rosenqvist, Daly and Armstrong, and immediately 2-3 wide, and the ECR's making moves.
4 wide almost further back, now 3 as we see those Prema cars going high making moves.
How about Connor Daly sending it once again to the back of Felix Rosenqvist with huge momentum. Look for Daly, looks inside now. Great job again on the restart.
Has the toe and has the advantage. Lovely stuff. Got a crash, but got yellows out, and that's quite a big one. I think it's a Prema.
Callum Ilott.
Out of Ilott again.
That was right in front of Alex Palou, our race leader.
O'Ward has to come around Felix Rosenqvist. Stops perfectly on his marks. His new tyres, tear-offs. The number 5 of Power O'Ward. Just a slight drop from Georgia.
No changes for Alex Palou, but a steel and tires for him. And he's going to lead the field off pit lane in front of Malukas.
We go back to green, and Malukas already over the back of Alex Palou, looking up the inside of the race leader. or who was the race leader, but Palou keeps his foot stuck in and takes the offensive now to Kyle Kirkwood. Palou wants to get it done immediately around the outside of his championship rival, but Kirkwood keeps it stuck in and will run him high. Palou, though, will not let it go, as he didn't do with Malukas, as he hasn't done now with Kirkwood. These two rivals going wheel to wheel, corner by corner, and still Kirkwood fights with Alex Palou, and still Carl Kirkwood keeps to the inside, and still Carl Kirkwood keeps the advantage, and now Palou's coming for him around the outside, and will have the pace, and should have the position if Kirkwood yields. But he won't, and Kirkwood remains with him, but now Palou does indeed retake the lead of this race, and Malukas looking to take advantage of Kirkwood losing his pace and having a check-up, and Malukas sweeps through into second. Newgarden goes for it, puts the move on Malukas, and that's second place for Josef Newgarden. What an astonishing fight back, now within a second of the race lead. Now Newgarden has the run, now Newgarden takes the move, now Newgarden runs for the lead of the race, wheel to wheel and side by side, Palou goes high and Newgarden leads.
Malukas goes through by Palou as well, up to second place, and Newgarden back to the point. Now it's a Chevy 1-2.
The Chevy runners have come in to stop. First Connor Daly, then David Malukas, then the man who was leading this race, Josef Newgarden, and Newgarden has exited the pits, believe it or not, behind David Malukas. So this the onboard for Newgarden stop, and this is the reason why he fell behind Malukas. There was a bobble and a slow getaway.
Still clear.
And that is the car of Herta. And once again, it's a front right. Is that a front right failure again?
Wow.
Oh,
all
boy.
three Andretti cars.
Let's have a little look at the replay.
There it goes. You can see the car have a dramatic response right away, and you got to think this is setup related at this point.
Armstrong tucked up right underneath his rear wing, and now we go back to green. Dixon having a look at his teammate, and don't forget these two made contact earlier, and Lundgaard goes to make the move immediately, gets past Schwartzman and has a look at Dixon, and Rosenqvist wants in on the action as well now on the inside of Robert Schwartzman onto the mini backstretch, tucked up underneath the rear wing of Christian Lundgaard. It's Felix Rosenqvist hoping to make it a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Honda.
And Josef Newgarden was able to clear David Malukas.
And here comes Schwartzman back against Lundgaard. Schwartzman up to fourth.
Oh, a little wiggle there from the number 2 of Josef Newgarden. That's going to give Malukas a run off of 2.
And O'Ward wants to take it as well. Malukas does get through. O'Ward taking the advantage, and Newgarden drops back.
Malukas now on the outside of Rosenqvist. Rosenqvist falling back as Newgarden pulls out, trying to go on the inside of O'Ward, but O'Ward holds the position.
We are on the last lap. Palou has struggled with traffic all the way through the day. Dixon senses an opportunity. Dixon looks to take a move, but Palou has it covered. Palou will lead his teammate home. It will be a Ganassi 1-2. Alex Palou will take the victory in Iowa.
Up next, it's the Ontario Honda Dealers Indy Toronto, Sunday, July 20th at noon Eastern on Fox.